Моите жена са да ви. Аре, много рано се предавате, връщате малко. Орио. Орио.
Yep, that was Oreo Man, and you will hear more from him later in this show. But today, hello. Today I will take you on a journey on the most difficult mountain bike race in Bulgaria. This is the Vitosha 100 race. It's 100 kilometers of pure mountain bike madness. Over 1,500 participants gather each year here at the capital of Bulgaria, Sofia, to take part in this really nice race. The race is around the Vitosha mountain, and it makes one full lap around the mountain, so it is very long. It's nearly 100 kilometers, and the race can be done with a mountain bike or can be done by walking, running if you want. Some people are crazy enough to do both disciplines. So first is the mountain bike race, which starts at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then at 12 a.m. or p.m. I'm not sure, at midnight is the start of the runners, and they run through the night with flashlights and headlamps, so it's really scary. Maybe I will try it someday, but I'm not so good of a runner, and I don't know if I can endure 100 kilometers of running, walking all night. But it's a nice trip. And here is the start line that we just passed. This is my friend and colleague Stefan, and we will be riding at the beginning of the race together, but then I dropped him to chase the lead. And I dropped him not because I'm a sucker, but because he told me that I should go faster in the beginning to avoid the traffic jam. Nevertheless, there was a traffic jam at the first serious incline. A lot of people are just not prepared for this race, and they get stuck in the front. Maybe there should be some kind of qualifying for this race, and people that are not prepared should start at the back. But it's a race for everyone, so you can't judge them. Just be sure to start in the front, not like I did. Next year I will get up earlier. This year I got up at 4:30 a.m. and it took me some time to reach to the start of this race, but next year I plan to wake up even earlier and to get my position, because I was pretty far on the back. As you can see, I'm overtaking a lot of people that are not going harder. Some of them are, and they want to reach in the front, but I should have done a better job at the start. This is my first race, Vitosha 100, and I didn't know what to expect from the race. My longest mountain bike ride is around 50 kilometers, so 100 seems a lot. I usually ride a road bicycle, and I do longer rides there, like 100 kilometer. And I usually finish these rides for less than 5 hours, but on mountain bike it's a different job, and I didn't know what to expect. Also, there were a lot of people here that are just going for the fun of the bike, like these two that went on a tandem bike. I don't know if they finished, but if you see this video, please tell me in the comments, did you finish, guys? I really liked it. I have a tandem myself, and I plan to use it, but just I have to persuade my wife to come with me on such a treacherous adventure. and she's not very keen to do this, at least now. But let's continue with the race. The first part of the race is pure asphalt. As you can see, a lot of asphalt and a bit of incline, which is this fake incline with little inclination, and very boring, but I managed to overtake a lot of people on this incline. I didn't push too hard. Maybe I should have pushed harder here, because later when we got to the single track, it was really hard to overtake people. And here you can see that we are taking the first major turn and we are heading towards the road that leads us to the forest. And in the forest the real race begins, because people will start riding on some paths through the forest with some gravel, then some rocks, and it will become really fun. So stay tuned.
Да, свършва този боир, бе.
Никога.
Само два. Закъсня ли?
Да закъсняем, бе. Ако бях тръгнал в 4, къде щях да бъда?
And there were really funny people on this race, like this guy that I met, and he was really friendly. He was talking nonsense all the time. He was actually late for the start of the race, but he was doing a pretty good job, and he's like 50 or so. He's a big guy. Actually, he's a small guy, but he's he's older than me. I'm 44, and I managed to finish in my category at 140 first place. There are a lot of people that compete in my category of 40 years, 40 to 55 years old people, and we are seeing the first harder, more technical incline. A lot of people just stopped from the bikes. They start pushing the bikes, and it is really early to do that. I don't think this was hard of a incline, but some people are not used to ride on inclines. I'm used to our tracks here in Veliko Trnovo, which are very hard, and it's a mountainous terrain, so we ride really hard on the inclines. A lot of people are trying to overtake here the column, but it's harder and harder, and the track was really slippery. Last night there was huge rain, actually several rain falls here, and it was really slippery, especially on the stones that can be found here and there. But I don't think the terrain here is really technical. You just have to mind about people that are usually taking walks here around this path as well. So it's nice. And yeah, there are a lot of female participants as well. You can see this girl is doing a pretty good job on the incline, and I like to see more of that in our sport. Actually, one of my colleagues that took part in the race finished 12th in her category, and I'm pretty pleased that I know her. She is a beast of a woman, yeah. And we continue the incline. It's not a big descent, but you can see we are doing nearly 6 kilometers per hour here, and people are struggling, but I try to take over as much as possible. It's a pretty nice gravel terrain, and my bike is full suspension bike, but it's pretty light. This is the light wheel 301. It's an old bike. Yep, that was the Oreo man that just broke my thought about the light wheel. The light wheel is a pretty light bike. It's aluminum bike from the light wheel brand. These are they are German manufacturers that make boutique bikes. High-end boutique bikes that are really expensive. I have a video of this bike on my channel, so if you are curious about this bike, you can go and see the video and give it a thumbs up. Maybe, I don't know, if you want, just saying. There are some people riding without helmets on the track, but they promised that they will put their helmets on their heads. We'll see how that goes in the future. I hope that there are no injuries, but people be safe and take it easy. It's a race, I know, but safety is on first place. So when you are overtaking people, just tell them where are you passing, left or right, so they know and they don't try to make anything stupid while you are overtaking them. Also, I'm shooting all this race with the Insta360 X4 camera that I got specifically to shoot biking videos, and you can see that I can rotate and adjust the image rotation and position left, right or wherever I want after I took the footage, because the camera takes all the angles. It has two sensors on the front and on the back. And maybe you are wondering how I'm getting this third-person view. This third-person view is coming from the camera, which is bolted on a selfie stick, which is bolted on belt. You can see the belt here on above my bottom on my waist. It's a pretty nice belt. I bought this from Insta360. It's an accessory from Insta360 that you can get, and it gives you this nice look like third-person view. Especially good for riding motorbikes, bicycles. I tried it for walking, but it's not really good. But stop about the camera. You can see the camera on my channel. I unboxed it and I have a lot of videos. This is the first actual descent of the Vitosha 100 after the big incline, maybe more than 10 kilometers. It was nice to have some descent that we can rest our legs. And there was a lot of fun because this track is pretty nice. It's gravel, it's pretty smooth for a mountain bike track. There are some obstacles like this ditches that are made to drain the water when it rains, but they are not too big, and if you have good tires and good bike, you pass through them like butter. And we are doing 40 kilometers per hour. It's pretty nice, but you have to be careful because on some places there are some rivers and some bridges, wooden bridges that you must cross, and usually there is a traffic jam on these places. But I don't know, I managed to overtake a lot of people on this track. It was pretty nice experience, and you can see with the camera how nice this looks when I zoom out or expand the field of view. Uh, I must apologize about the footage actually, because last time when I rode the camera in the woods, I scratched the lenses, the lens guards, and the lens guards are plastic. I ordered some new, but they didn't arrive before the race, so you can see some dirt and spectacles on my footage, and it wasn't nice, but maybe next year I will do better. We'll see. And we continue on this track. It's pretty nice because there are a lot of people. Now we are going a bit uphill, and we are overtaking some more people. But yeah, I will just let you enjoy the forest and the footage, and I will shut up and stop talking for a minute.
Бутилка с вода! Бутилка с вода! Ясно? Ясно?
And on Vitosha 100 there is no limit for the age. You can take part of the race as this older gentleman. I really bow my head in front of him, and there was one kid with bike that was taking a part of it. I don't know if he finished. He was not more than 10 years old, but heads off for these people, and I'm really amazed how they take part in this race. In front of me there is another couple with a tandem bike, and they were pretty further on the front, so kudos to them. Pretty nice bike with front suspension. My tandem doesn't have suspension at all. Maybe I should put some suspension, but I don't know how this suspension will fare with the mountainous terrain here. I don't know if it will be sufficient enough. And here we come to the second technical incline. A lot of people jumped out of their bikes, even not trying to climb a little, and they create a traffic jam that doesn't allow people to progress to the front. But yeah, that's the race. Maybe it's because of this water punct here that they have dispensers for water if you want, but it was too early to drink all of your water. Actually, there were a lot of places that you can refill water, eat, and get magnesium and other stuff on this race. There was no shortage of anything, so you don't need to pack a lot of water. I packed 3 liters. You can see my backpack, my camel bag, which is integrated in my jersey. It contains 2 liters of water, and on my frame I have another liter in my bottle, but I never drank from this bottle, and on the final descent or on one fall that I had, I lost that bottle, which was somewhat new, but I'll buy another bottle. Here starts the first incline, and it was 1 hour in the race already, so I grabbed my first energy gel to drink. I bought this from Decathlon, and they were fruit gels, so they were pretty nice. But again, this incline here was not something special or something that we should stop and walk with our bikes. I think if the people were better prepared, or if I was further in the front, I would have avoided stopping here and not climbing on my bike. Actually, when I watched the Strava after the race, maybe I lost more than half an hour in these traffic jams here, so for the next year I will take a note and will try to start more in front. But the good part of this is that we were in the forest. It was not hot, it was just the end of July and it can be pretty hot. We are 1000 meter above sea level here, and the views are pretty nice. The forest is very good to look at. The air is clean. It was a bit muddy at some places, but I was told that this was the driest Vitosha 100 that some people took part of. And here is another technical part that everyone just jump off their bikes. There are some rocks and some inclines, but yeah, this is how life goes. And after that we are going to the single track. It's almost impossible to overtake anyone here, so you just ride with the group and you just conserve your powers until the end of the race. It's a pretty nice single track, very smooth, some obstacles here and there, but it's pretty rideable. You don't need a lot of skill to do it. I started talking about my jersey. It's from Castelli, and it was a gift from my wife on my birthday, which was a few days before the race. It's a pretty nice racing jersey, and it has integrated place to store your camelback and to drink water from it. It's very convenient, especially on this race. I could have used only my camelback, not the bottle that I took, and I should have left my bottle at home, but I just take it for just in case of emergency. Also for nutrition, I took 7 or 8 gels and 1 magnesium gel at one of the stations that they provide food. I spaced these gels around 1 hour between one other. Decathlon has this pretty nice set that you can buy. It consists of 7 gels. 4 of them are normal gels, and 3 of them have caffeine and BCAA inside them. First you take the normal gels during the race, and then you take the ones with caffeine at the end to feel refreshed. And at the half of the race I took 1 magnesium gel from the station because it was really strange. My front muscles on the legs, but down on the not up the forceps, but down, started to feel numb and started to cramp. but when I took this gel, it was fine. And here we came to the big muddy place that it's muddy all over the year, no matter how dry it is, and if it doesn't rain or rains. This is the biggest mud on the racetrack, so everyone is really careful and not trying to jam its wheels with this sticky mud. And on top of it, it's uphill, so yeah, should be careful with that part.
Well done.
In addition to food and drinks for the race, you have to prepare yourself with a wooden stick or something to clean your chain and tires from the mud. I got one tool that I used to clean my chain with it. It's in my back pocket. You can see this black on the left thing, and you need to have chain loop. The chain loop, you can see, is in my center pocket. I didn't use the chain loop until the middle of the race because there was not a lot of mud, but later I got myself stuck in one big mud pool. It was pretty deep, and when it dried, my chain started rubbing, so I had to stop and loop the chain. But you will see this in the second part of this video. The track is becoming narrower and narrower with a lot of tree branches, and we should be really careful here because on the right there is a deep treacherous fall, and if you are not careful, you can trip on some stone and fall down, as some people did. But unfortunately I don't have this on camera, and you can see this black dot on my footage. It's a piece of mud that I wasn't aware of, but yeah, I will leave it like that. You can see the ditch down. It's pretty gnarly, and people were scared, so they stopped riding here. There are a lot of stones on this place, so you should be careful. Yeah, safety first, race second. And about the loop, before the race I looped my chain with dry wax, with dry loop, but it quickly disappeared in the water and in the pools that I crossed. So this time I took wet loop with me during the race to wet it, and it's important because if you are using dry loop, as some people did, dry loop usually takes some time to stick to the chain, usually 12 hours or even more for some brands, and if you use wet loop, it immediately sticks to the chain. It's not very optimal for riding, but yeah, you don't need optimum performance here, so you just need to keep your chain and drivetrain clean and operational. And here we got another traffic jam. So this concludes the part 1 of the Vitosha 100 race. I split it to 2 parts because it became too long. This one is 30 minutes already, and the second one will be less, I think. So if you like this, stay tuned, and please subscribe, like, share and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. See you later.